is going on? I'm excited today. My office and everyone knows that I'm emphatic about being a professional in this market, and I'm excited to have Sam with me today. Sam has been crushing it at our office literally all year long, and she's one of those people that are super coachable. Really, I identify the people that are going to end up succeeding in a winning market, and then also people who are going to win in a shifting market. And I'm really excited, man. I'm really pumped up about this shifting market. I know everyone probably thinks I'm a lunatic for that, but I am. I'm just excited because, as you know, and we've talked about this many times, that in this market to win, you're going to have to be a real estate professional, not just an order taker. And so I'm excited to have Sam. So Sam's been with us for how long now, Sam?
Since November.
Since November. So we're coming up on 6 months, 7 months, 7 months. It's funny. I can't do time in my head. So yeah. So I wanted to, so for everyone that doesn't know Sam, she's probably the most consistent in the office agent that I have. She shows up every single day, and she's in an office that I'm not at every single day. So we've got a Knoxville office and we've got a Sevierville office, and we've got broker. I'm the broker here in Knoxville, and I've got a broker in Sevierville, but she's there every single day. I can randomly show up. She's at the office unless she's out with clients. And so today, Sam, I kind of want to just share a little bit about your journey, how you got in real estate, stuff like that. And then, talk to people, not anyone can hear me talk about things and they're like, yeah, Jay, blah, 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 but hear it from an active agent in the market that's working, that's feeling it, that's feeling the pressure with them. So before we get started, if you'll share a little bit about you, Sam, and then, how your experience has been so far getting into real estate.
Okay. In the past, I've done a little bit of everything. I was on a plumbing local for over a year. I've done drywall, sanding, mudding, you name it. I've pretty much done it. So I feel like what I've done in my past has led me to selling real estate. So I feel like I have a lot of hands-on. I can identify issues before it becomes a major issue. But yeah, no, I'm still happy to be on the team and excited to see what's ahead of me.
So let me ask you. So let me get this straight, and I'm sure everyone wants to know this as well. So you personally did some of the sanding and doing some of that stuff. No shit, that's awesome. Not a lot of women can say that they know exactly what they're doing in that situation. Hell, I can't. I can do it, but I don't know if it's going to be any good. Full disclosure, anyone that watches this, do not hire me. Sam can probably point you in the right direction there, but I would say I'd probably not be the right person. So it's safe to say, so you've been in real estate, just you weren't in the real estate agent profession. You've been around it for a long time.
For sure.
How do you feel that kind of maybe helped you transition into real estate? Like, what are some ways that maybe you used your past? Because there's a lot of people that transition from other careers, and some will have, a little bit of experience, some won't. But how would you say coming in from those industries, having that hands-on experience has helped you transition in real estate, and maybe even just your work ethic that you have? Because that's one thing that everyone in the office compliments you there. But how would you say that that's helped you transition into getting into real estate, or being a real estate agent per se?
Right. More or less, I felt like a lot of the jobs I've done in the past have been kind of dead end for me. I always expected more. I wanted to make more. I wanted to do more. And so to try to figure out what I needed to do to kind of combine all those things together, real estate was what I came up with. And each day I fall more in love with it. I have passion for it. And I'm really excited.
Yeah, I think anyone can recognize that, especially in our office, and that's kind of what I wanted to have you on, have you here, to let everyone else know, especially opportunities to work with someone who is a hustler. That's one thing that there's no question as far as work ethic. So I want to talk about, one big thing that I have harped on my entire sales career, my entire real estate career, is daily routines. As you know, and as most people know, I'm very passionate about having a routine. Some people think, oh, I want to have flexibility. I think that's bullshit. I think that having a routine gives you security, where a lot of people, they get in this like, oh, I can do this, I can do that. But walk everybody through your routine on what you're doing on a consistent daily basis that's helping you build your pipeline. Because I know that you're consistently building your pipeline, getting more and more clients in there. But walk us through a typical day in the life of Sam.
Well, I mean, I'm up at 5 a.m. every morning for that coffee time. But I'm normally at the office by 8:30. This is a job you can work from home. However, I feel getting into the office, setting myself for accountability really helps to be able to do those calls. The follow-up boss that's provided, I feel is a great program. It allows me to follow up when needed. It's a very good reminder. And to be able to implement all those notes so that you're not forgetting anything and you can really stay hip to what your client's needing, I think is very important. With all the training we've been going through lately, learning how to overcome the objections that people are having. And you really just kind of want to build that relationship with that client so that they have trust within you. So you can show them, everything there is to know about real estate.
Yeah. So you said that you get up at 5.
Yes.
That's early. A lot of people are still sleeping until 8.
Yes.
Why do you get up so early?
I'm definitely a morning person. I do go to bed fairly early myself. But I just have to have that time before I get into the work zone.
What time do you normally go to bed?
9 o'clock.
Yes, I love it. I also go to bed at 9 o'clock sometimes. I'm not religiously about it, but I always feel like when I go to bed early and I'm waking up early, I have hours in the day to where I can go out and have no distraction and get stuff done. So you also said that you get to the office around 8 o'clock every morning. Most real estate agents, don't get to the office until 9 or 10. Why are you going into the office earlier, and what are you doing with that extra time that you're at the office?
Well, I got to see what's hit the market the night before, right? I have quite a few investors that are on the hunt for that perfect property. And if, the early bird gets the worm, right? So if I can get in here, kind of make everything happen before I start making my calls, make sure that I'm not missing something on the market. That's a necessity for me.
So the first thing you do, you're going out, hitting the hot sheets, making sure if there's anything, and you're trying to send that to the client before anyone else gets it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. Because you could probably, I think you told me recently you had somebody that was in town, the property hit the market literally that morning. And how soon were you able to go see that home?
Oh, within an hour.
Yeah. Wow. So come in the office, you going through, you identified the property. And for those of you guys that are watching, real estate agents have a bad rap as far as being poor communicators. And, people just don't see the value. I've literally had someone say that real estate agents are the equivalent of a used car salesman. I got highly offended by that because I know how much value that I bring to my clients. And so I think this is a prime example. So you showed up early, you did all the homework instead of the client having to do all the homework themselves. Did the homework and you sent them the property, and you were out showing the property within the next hour or two.
Yeah.
That's incredible. That's uncommon. I'll tell you this, it's very uncommon. I know real estate agents that are up all night, they get up late, and so they probably would have missed out on that. So you're going through the hot sheets, you send any property available. What do you typically do on a daily basis after you've, went through the hot sheets?
I make at least 50 calls a day. Anybody that's logged on to our website or the Home Finder site, I just reach out and see if there's anything I can do to help them. And if they need assistance, obviously in their fuel, that's fine too.
That's the right attitude. What do we say? We say go for no.
Go for no.
Go for no. So Okay. And so when are you typically starting your phone calls?
9 o'clock.
Okay. So you have an hour to prep yourself, go through MLS, go through all that, send out that, and then you're calling, and you said you call through 50 a day. And guys, I can tell you she actually does call 50 a day. That's why she's always consistent on the leaderboard. And so here at our home, we have a biweekly leaderboard that we go through, and she's always consistently up there. Typically, the only people that are beating her are client coordinators, and that's their full-time job, is to live in that CRM. So, so out of that 50, on a good day, how many people are you talking to?
Probably about 5 or 6.
So 10%. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And so when you're calling these people, like, what is your objective, right? Because I'm a big believer in you begin with the end in mind. And so when you start your dial session, you prospect. And just so you guys know, people that are watching this, prospecting is the number one way to go out and get business, right? Like the people that are advertised and don't make any sales calls and, all this bullshit about, real estate's easy, you're either going to make 3%, like 3% of the full commission, and walk away with $30, or you're going to walk away with $0 because you're never going to get any deals. But the agents that are prospecting, and this is all over, I've literally interviewed agents from all over the United States, and they say their highest producing agents are the ones that prospect the most. So when you start your dial session, like, what is your goal out of that dial session?
To set an appointment every day, just to be able to, meet with a client, kind of educate them on everything that we have to offer them.
Yeah. So, okay, cool. So guys, I mean, I think I could literally end this call at that, and that would give a lot of people proof in the pudding, because Sam's been here, and a lot of agents try to go out and reinvent the wheel. They try to go out and figure this stuff out on their own. I am a big believer in you follow people that are already successful. Success leaves clues, and I learned as a brand new agent, if I was going to be successful, I was going to prospect and make sure that I'm contacting all the people. And I think that I think if you have a high level of integrity, right, that it's you, and that your company and your product, your service can serve other people at a high level, it's your moral obligation to go out and reach out to those people. And so kudos to you for that, Sam. Really, that's one of the big reasons why I wanted to get you on this, to share that with someone with, no specific real estate background as far as sales, coming into the industry, learning how to have the conversation, learning the technology as well. Let's spin it real quick on technology. What are some of the technology pieces that you use on a consistent day, whether that's communication with the team, communications with clients? Like, what are some of those technology pieces that you use on a daily basis?
Well, for starters, Zoom calls for our out-of-state buyers.
Yeah.
And we do have the company chat. I mean, you've implemented so much technology in my life that's blew my mind. I thought, how am I going to get this all together? But I did. So, and with Follow Up Boss and all of those things, I mean, it's definitely, I learned something new every day. But I'm getting better every day as well. So.
Yeah, for sure. And so we use .loop and and all that stuff. So so one cool thing about working with a company with a lot of technology, like, we could literally do a Zoom call. She could go out, set a Zoom call with a client. It's not even there. Show them the property, send all the disclosures, send offers, and we could get a client under contract with never meeting them in person. It's pretty cool. I want to switch. We got about 5 minutes left, and I want to talk about, kind of what we've said. So, we're in a shifting market. The days of being an order taker are long gone. And I want to talk about what it means to actually be a sales professional. And so, in your experience, you're working with clients, you're on the hot sheets every single day. What are you seeing in the market with price and inventory?
Well, as you know, Jay, the rates, they are going up, right? Mm-hmm. And as that happens, the demand goes down. Mm-hmm. So people that are actively hunting, with the training you've implemented, there are options to get those interest rates down. To be able to either buy them down, make sure they're with the appropriate lender. That way they have the best resources to not overspend, right? But I feel even as this market's shifting, the demand is still there. There are plenty of people, local people that don't have a home. And to implement that with all the out-of-state people that are coming this way as well, there are definitely options.
Right.
They just have to reach out so that we can definitely inform them of their options.
Are you seeing in the market, are you seeing more price reductions now than you have seen in the last 6 months?
Yes, daily.
And then what about inventory? Is there more homes in the market than there was in January?
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, I think everyone's always going to continue to want to move to East Tennessee because it's a beautiful place. And as far as investing, so Sam works in our Sevierville market. It's primarily investors. We do have residents as well, single family homes, but most people there are looking for investment properties. But so you're seeing more price reductions, you're seeing more inventory. So do you feel as if, if you're representing a buyer, can you get them closing cost credits, or like, what does that look like?
Yes. Well, and the other day, Jenny, she was able to get $35,000 off asking price.
Yeah.
So I mean, with that being said, there are things we can do to negotiate that. We can negotiate closing costs in the contract. And to be able to maybe use that portion of that money to buy down the interest rate.
It's huge.
You're saving money.
Yeah. So the cool thing, and that's why I'm so excited, is in history, every time that there's a problem, there's a solution. And every time that there's, big chaos, that leaves opportunity for someone. And for the people that are like doom and gloom, the sky's falling down, like, they're probably not going to be selling real estate next year. But,
right.
With the way that the market's shifting, it's not a bad thing. So let's take, I want to do a little recap on that. So what you're saying is you're seeing more price reductions. Yes. You're seeing more homes hit the market. Yes. You're seeing sellers willing to pay closing costs. We had an agent get a deal of $35,000 less than asking price, which I believe that was a house that was around $400,000. So guys, that's almost 10%, around 8% of a reduction in price. And so where, we've had these super low interest rates that have made prices go up. Well, if the interest rates go up and the prices go down, it's all the same.
Right.
It literally is all the same. And so instead of, bitching about circumstances, we can go out there and, effectively use strategy for the clients that are having. So let's say that I hire you as my real estate agent. What are you going to prepare me for in the market? Like, what are some things that I need to be ready for in the market that we're in? We're coming out of this crazy seller's market. Like, if I'm your clients, like what's the expectation of working with you, and what would that look like working with you if you were my agent?
I mean, if we were looking on a home that maybe has been sitting on the market a little bit longer, obviously we might negotiate a little bit lower, depending on where you're at financially. We can work around whatever we need to do. So, I mean, I would just strategize, make sure I'm getting what you need to make ends meet on your end.
And so what would maybe someone get differently with you or working with our company than just a traditional real estate agent that may be on their own, or, maybe, another agent's been in business for a year? Like what do you feel like that you bring as far as value differently than someone else, real quick? And that'll be our closing statement.
All right, deal. Well, we do have the Buyer's Advantage program. So with that, I can get off-market homes coming soon. That way, if it is a hot property, we might be able to get it even below asking price before it comes into multiple offers. I'm still seeing multiple offers happen on that hot property.
Yeah.
So having access to the off-market homes and coming soon for our clients, we can give them that access first. That way they're at the top of the line, and hopefully save them money, right? Because I mean, that's what we're here for.
Yeah. And how would you say as far as communication? Because I think communication solves all problems. Like if I were to work with you, or for anyone that's watching this, like what do you vow to your clients as far as your communication with them? Because I think communication is huge in this business. What do you like when you're working with a client? Like what kind of communication are you going to give them? How quick are you responding and stuff like that?
I mean, I have my phone on me. 6 days a week, I pretty much commit myself. Sundays, I try to keep available for some showings, but I try to keep just at least one day for myself to keep me sane.
Yeah.
But other than that, my phone's on me all the time, and I'm available all the time. I don't have children, which means I have a lot of free time.
There you go. Let's children slow you down. I got another one on the way. I'm telling you, it's like they say, get married, it's ball and chain. We'll get some kids. It's like a few more balls and a few more chains. So
absolutely.
Yeah, you literally said earlier that you had a client, you hit the hot sheets, and you're looking at a home an hour later, guys. That is the type of communication that is key. I posted a video yesterday, and I said the agent with the highest sense of urgency is the agent who wins in this market. It's who you model your business off of. It's who you want to associate with. It's who you want to be in business with. And I know, I mean, you literally said you come in, you're up at 5, you're starting your work at 8 o'clock, you're starting your dials at 9 o'clock, and you do it religiously. That's a level of urgency that no matter what market, whether it's a good market, a bad market, that you're going to succeed. So super excited to have you today. Proud to be in business with you.
Thank you.
For those of you guys that don't know Sam does not like to be on camera. So it was even more exciting for me to get her ass on camera. But I mean, she's someone that is going to grind and bust her tail to make sure a client has a great experience. So, it's my moral obligation to get you the exposure that you, Sam, deserve, so that our clients can get that same type of treatment. So anyways, guys, thank you so much, Sam. Thank you. It's 10:43, so I'm sure you've got some more calls to make, some appointments to set. And guys, that's a way to how to be a sales professional, not just an order taker in this market. You can win in this market, no matter what the circumstance. Anytime that there's adversity, there's ways to go out and win in that. And I hope you've gotten a little bit of value out of today. So thank you guys. Sam, go crush it.
Thanks.
See you guys. Bye.